Hello everyone. In today's episode of Words which are frequently confused, I'm going to discuss a pair of two words, beside and besides. People often get confused between them. When they want to say beside, they say besides, and when they want to say besides, they say beside. Remember, when you say beside, there is no extra S. There is only one S here. There is no extra S. But when you say besides, at the end of the word besides, there is an extra S. So that is the difference as far as the spelling is concerned. And there is a difference in meaning and in usage as well. Now let us see what is the difference. Now beside means at the side of or next to, right? This is what is the meaning of beside. For example, my house is, when I want to say my house is at the side of or next to a hotel, right? When you give the landmark, right? When you write the address and when you want to give the landmark, you usually say that my house is next to something, etc. Right? So when you want to say next to or at the side of, use beside, because beside means at the side of. At the side of something or next to something, next to something. So my house is beside a hotel, or my house is beside a temple, not besides a temple. Okay, many times people make this mistake, especially when they write the address or when they tell the address to someone else. You find this mistake many times on visiting cards, envelopes on which an address is printed, and in that printed address they write besides. They write the office is besides a hotel. It is incorrect. The office is beside a hotel. There is no extra S. We need to use this beside in the address when you give the landmark. We can also use beside in this way. My wife always stands beside me. My wife always stands beside me, which means at the side of me. She supports me. Or the policeman had his gun beside his hips. This is another example. Or it can be also used in this way. We all sat beside the fire. We all sat beside the fire means at the side of fire. We can also use beside when you compare. Apart from at the side of, we use beside when you want to compare, for comparison. For example, this strategy seems quite interesting when it is beside other strategies. So when you compare one strategy with the rest of strategies, you can say that this strategy is interesting, is very interesting when it is compared or when it is beside other strategies, right? This is also a use of beside when you compare, or when you want to say that what you are saying is irrelevant, does not matter to the point, then you can use this expression. What you have said is completely beside the point. What you have said is completely beside the point means what you have said is irrelevant. To show irrelevance, we can use this beside. Beside oneself. This is also a phrase or idiomatic expression you can use. For example, today I am completely beside myself. It means that I am highly excited or agitated, right? So this is also the usage of beside. So in short, beside it can be used in 3 to 4 ways. One, when you want to say next to. Then when you want to compare, and then when you want to say irrelevant to something, what you have said is just beside the point means what you have said is irrelevant. Or you want to say, when you say beside oneself, which means you are beside yourself, I am beside myself. I am beside myself, it means that I am highly excited. You are beside yourself means you are highly excited. So one is beside oneself. She is beside herself, which means she is highly excited. This is the another example of the usage of beside. Okay, now let us go to besides. Now besides means in addition to, moreover, right? Besides being a good sportsman, he is also a good human being. When I say this, it means that apart from. So one use of besides is apart from. Apart from being a good sportsman, he is also a good human being, right? So instead of apart from, you can say besides. Besides being a good actor, he is very socially active. He helps others, right? This is the example of apart from. Or no one in my family apart from my uncle understands my problem, right? Or besides my uncle, no one else in my family can understand my problems. This is one more example of the use of besides when you use it in the sense of apart from. You can also use besides in this way, that he is willing to deliver a speech or a seminar, and besides that, he is really good at delivering the seminar, right? So here I have used besides in the sense of moreover. He wants to deliver a seminar, so let him do it. And besides his willingness, which means in addition to his willingness, he is also good at delivering the speech. So this is also the use of besides. So besides means apart from, besides means moreover, in addition to. Okay, this is the use of besides. So don't get confused between beside and besides, especially when you give the address, when you want to say next to or at the side of, just write beside. And you can simply remember, when you want to say at the side of something, side means beside, there is no extra s. And when you want to say in addition to, apart from, moreover, use the word besides. Thank you.